Problems in my life: eviction, divorce, job loss, homelessness, foreclosure, bankruptcy, arguments, encounters with police and law enforcement. These are scenarios and stories that I want to tell to the world. I want to tell the world based on my experiences and the research, ultimately future planning and strategic goals that I have set for myself, my family, and my businesses. Yet, I allowed myself to fall victim of giving others too much power, too much control over me, my life, and my emotions. I have to protect myself, and most importantly, my mental health. And so I'm talking to you. Maybe you guys would talk back to me. I think this will be my third or fourth video I recorded today, and honestly, I just lose track. And although I am recording more content and more videos, I am consequently preparing to upload less videos. My goal is to create more and upload less. And you may say or may ask, well, what does this really mean? Create good, create hope, create happiness for you, the viewers and subscribers, and myself. Create something that will leave an impact on the world rather than further destroying it. But this is ultimately where I really want to be. This is a much happier place for me. I actually read a comment today where somebody said or asked, where are we going today? And that's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly who I want to talk to. Let's go on a journey. Let's go on a ride. Let's go explore. Let's go have some fun. Let's go better ourselves. I believe that if you're still watching this video at this point, that you are a very smart, very intelligent person, and you're here for the exact reasons why I would prefer you to be here. And that is because you want to be here. You want to connect. You want to communicate. You want to know the real me. You want to be friends. And friends don't always get along all the time. But at the end of the day, friends watch each other's backs. And that's what this is all about. Watching each other's backs. Let's do good. Let's promote each other. Let's help build something. Let's discover and uncover the truth as best we can, as we potentially see it, which is quite difficult to do sometimes, because sometimes the truth is just that, a lie, which is crazy to believe, but that's it. But now that we know that, what are we going to do moving forward, and how are we going to use this information to better ourselves, to protect ourselves, to prepare ourselves? Talking about relationships, talking about money, talking about eviction, divorce. Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably come to the realization that these stories are not about me. They're not about me specifically. These are stories of example and generalities and food for thought to explain a scenario, a situation that is at hand and could potentially be lurking around the corner if we aren't diligent, if we're not paying attention, if we're not prepared, if we're not working towards survival. But I used to listen far too closely to the negatives, the negative comments and negative emails and negative feedback that I would get from just really, really nasty and hateful people. I used to seek the negatives in all news headlines. Not hard to do, by the way, if you want to know really the truth. And I would even try sometimes to make them sound worse than they really were. But why? Well, unfortunately, I was listening to the algorithm. But ultimately, it was controlling me and had way too much power over me. And it had way too much power over me. And I realize that now and must put a stop to it. I tried before in the past, but I am determined to see it through this time. Now, I'm not going to dance around the obvious or ignore the elephant in the room. Subscribers will be lost. Sad to say, but new subs will be gained. and that is a pleasantry that I am anxiously awaiting and wholeheartedly welcome. Our community and family is growing on Patreon, where my wife and I, Squirrel Tribe, have deeper discussions and share way more without fear of suppression, censorship, restriction, or aggressive hatred and misguided judgment. Link down below in the description if you want to join us. We're focusing on living life, loving each other, staying focused on what matters to us most, and maintaining a constant state of alertness and continuously working towards understanding, identifying, and realizing the truth. And then taking that truth and using it for the greatest good possible. I know that I will get a thumbs down and people will click out of this video, and I'm okay with that. I understand that I will receive mean and insensitive comments below, par for the course. Odds are that this is because the title or thumbnail was not to your liking, or you wish the video was something other than what it is, or because it is too long of a length, or because I take too long to get to the point. Or maybe it's because I hold my microphone when I speak. Or maybe it's just because there's pure evil in your heart and in your soul, and my light is shining too bright for you, and there would be no greater joy brought to your life than to see mine crumble. But it's okay. No love gained, no love lost. If all we're doing is tearing each other down, hating on one another, leaving negative comments, destroying other people's lives, and or hoping to only see destruction, which if you look at the last few videos I've put up, they're getting more views than the videos before them. But they're all based on one basic, common, simple principle. Do you know what that is? Don't forget, I'm on Instagram. I do enjoy engaging with folks on Instagram because I feel like Instagram is a completely different vibe. The people on Instagram really want to be there. They really want to connect. They really want to communicate. They really want to know what's really going on and understand that life's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, but also realize that we shouldn't live our lives in fear. We shouldn't live our lives worried all the time and panicking that we are going to be destroyed by some major cataclysmic event that we would have no control over whatsoever. And even if that were to happen, then what does it matter? What did you do up until that point? What did you do today? What did you do yesterday? What impact did you have on other people's lives before yours? What impact will you have on lives in the future after yours? That's way more important than repeating and regurgitating the same bad news that everybody's aware of on a daily basis. Granted, sometimes you can get a lot of views and you can make a lot of money, but I didn't do this for the money. The money will come, no doubt, but I did this because I enjoy it. I could actually show you the notes that I have on my phone here that I'm recording on, and it literally said that I just want to wake up and create. That's my goal. I have a ton of equipment, cameras, audio equipment, microphones, computer technology, drones, software, applications. I even have some people who work for me in other countries. But at the end of the day, I just want to create. I want to create. I want to see you create. I've got my wife creating videos. My daughter, she's kind of getting into it a little bit, but she's still on the fence. My mom's creating videos. My brother, my friends, people that I don't even know that I'm meeting and making friends with here on YouTube. Very, very cool stuff. That's what I want to do. That's what makes me happy. But I don't want to create drama. I don't want to create problems. I don't want to create destruction. I don't want to create negative, any more negative narrative than already exists. We don't need that, okay? However, I do understand the rules of the game. And those rules, unfortunately, require certain things to be done in order to be seen. But I'm working to solve that problem. I'm trying to fix that. I'm working on it. Bear with me here. I'm going to continue following my path on my journey, filling my heart with joy and my wallet and my bank accounts with money. Now, this is not to brag or boast or anything like that. It is just a positive manifestation that I'm speaking into action. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Give it a try sometime. You may be pleasantly surprised by the outcome once you make this a common ritual as part of your day. Tell yourself you are great. Tell yourself that you are amazing. Tell yourself that you can accomplish anything and there's no problem in this world that you can't solve. What are your dreams? What are your goals? Speak them into existence. Here, I'll start it off. I will go and give my wife a big hug and a kiss and tell her that I love her so that she knows that she is an amazing person and we're going to be fine. Everything's going to be all right and our future will be filled with joy and positivity reflected back onto us. You see? See how easy that was? I hope you give it a try. Building YouTube channels is not necessarily hard to do, but I will say changing YouTube channels isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my channel. Change it from what it was to what it really should be and what it should have been from all along. And for you guys interested in starting a channel, here's my number one piece of advice. Make what you want, only make what you want, and make what's easy. That's it. And if I had to do it all again, which I actually am, because I'm working on other channels. I've got Cars with Kev. I've got Travel Van. I've got Kevin_24x7. My wife's got multiple channels. Here's the second piece of advice. Don't let YouTube dictate your audience, which is what we did. We started making content because we saw an opening and an opportunity to leverage that to create content, to get views, to get reach, to get push, to get subscribers. And ultimately it defined our audience, okay? And instead, what I'm doing now on these other channels is I'm speaking to the people that I want to speak to. Because if you let YouTube define your audience, then you'll never really know who you're talking to. And that's most important when creating, because you're trying to reach the people. The algorithm is essentially the audience, which is ultimately people. Now, granted, we got some bots and some AI and some chat GPT in the comments, but for the most part, the audience is real people. Therefore, if you don't really know who you're talking to, it's going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very difficult to provide and share and create content that connects with them, that speaks to them. So, my car channel, I'm talking to car people. Travel Van, I'm talking to people who want van life and RV and traveling and camping. Kevin_24x7, we're only talking about money. We're only talking about building businesses. We're only talking about YouTube channel creation. That's it. They may get a few thousand subscribers. They may get a few 100,000 subscribers. They may get millions of subscribers. But at the end of the day, they will only get the subscribers that actually want those conversations, who want to be there for those talks. And that's what's most important, because that's what I want to talk about. There's no sense in me creating content and bringing you guys news updates and all that other mumbo jumbo for things that I don't really care about. Now, I would try to input what I did care about into those videos, but they were lost in translation. You click on a video because you want to know about a possible food shortage. You're not really super interested in learning how to invest money and build businesses and grow and build wealth. And inversely, vice versa, if I make a video about building wealth and investing and starting businesses and real estate and the housing market and the economy as in general, the automotive industry, then that audience that YouTube assigned to me doesn't care about that, at least not from that channel. So it's very, very important that we connect and we communicate as people one-on-one. And that's ultimately what is going to happen. Now, on this channel, that may come across in a variety of different shapes and forms, but at the end of the day, if you stick around to the end and you hear the message, then I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at what it is. But if you automatically make a assumption or judgment based on a title and thumbnail and, type away behind your keyboard as this keyboard warrior that you may be early in the video, then those comments will be removed, if even if they even get through the filters that allow them to be seen. So we're going to have real talk. We're going to have real conversations with real people about real shit, okay? And if you want to talk to me about cars, if you want to talk to me about traveling and RV life and van life, if you want to talk to me about money and businesses and growing YouTube channels, then come find me on my other channels. Or hit me up on Patreon. Patreon.com/Kevin247. And Squirrel Tribe is joining me over there, and we're just having real talk, real conversations about what's really going on, how we see it, our thoughts, our opinions, our lives. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it is what it is. Real talk. And we're having a great time over there, and there's some cool people so far who have joined us, and I know it's only going to continue to grow and continue to get better moving forward. And I think we're going to have a huge impact on making some positive change for a lot of different people in their lives, and I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and pack up and head out. We're driving up to Atlanta now, and we're looking forward to spending time with family and enjoying a nice Mother's Day weekend. You guys take care, be safe. See you soon.